Why at all did you take part in this exhibition, and what is it that you would like to say in a 2-minute statement?
Yeah, I took part because you and Branko invited me to commission the piece. So I did a new piece for the show here. And it closes in a way a circle because almost 10 years ago I was invited by Branislav, Djurdjevic and Branko Dimitrijevic to Belgrade to do a show that dealt with modernism Yugoslavia, modernity new. And this new piece is catching up on that in a way, in a new form. So it's a video where I worked with dancers, what I did a few times the last few years, so you will see it one floor below. And I asked experimental dancers to interpret, to react to photos of a modernist Yugoslavian anti-fascist monument, a quite known one by Bogdan Bogdanovic, who sadly died recently in Vienna, famous architect. So that's the piece, and otherwise I'm quite close to the scene of Belgrade. Had the pleasure to be invited quite often there as an Austrian of Serbo-Croatian origin to show there. Had some of my quite important shows there, and I also was very lucky and happy to be invited a few times here to the Austrian Cultural Forum by Andreas, as well by his predecessor Christoph Thun Hohenstein. So lucky.
Biljana, I think Russia raised, I mean, first of all, of course, the question to you is still valid. I mean, why at all did you take part? But also, Russia raised a very interesting observation about the kind of huge American art market for a kind of small European artist. What you're teaching here, you are present in the collections here. How do you, maybe I can ask you this as a second question.
Okay, so for the first question, I had this great opportunity to work with Branko Dimitrijevic previously, so I knew the way he was thinking and developing ideas in curating the exhibitions. So it was very easy for me to say yes. And of course for the Austrian Cultural Forum I heard all the best, so it just get together very well. And that's the answer for the first question. Regarding the second question, I don't see any, how would I say, continent dispute about largeness or smallness for purpose of market, as much as I see a dispute about what is art and what is not art. So far I think that's the only dispute that actually could be recognized as a main issue for both continents, not only both continents, but for the old world. I think there are so many things developing inside that doesn't belong actually to the art, but are presented as the art.
Okay, thank you so much. Johanna Kandel.
What I find interesting in the exhibition is that, I mean, like all good things in the world, we can read the things from different sides, yeah, like the Bible or like Mao or something. And this we can read, or for me, I like to read this exhibition as an exhibition about language and an exhibition about translation. We can forget all the Serbian stuff and just forget it, yeah. But because the interesting thing is that really every work, every work works with this topic of language and translation. What we now have watched, yeah, in our lifetime is something very interesting. What we normally could only watch when we grew up in the 19th century, the founding of languages, and it's clear that anyway it's clear, but it is even more clearer now that the language is a political statement. Yeah? As we see in the video of Phil Collins, yeah, this man says, Or I started to learn Serbo-Croat, and now I speak 4 languages. It's like with me. I speak very badly Serbo-Croat, but I speak now very badly 4 languages. It's Bosnian, it's Montenegrin, it's Serbian and Croat. Yeah, and this topic of translation goes through the whole exhibition, and this I find very interesting. I mean, as a pun and just as a joke, we can add that the big reformer of the Serbian, or let's say now Yugoslav, South Slavic language is Vuk Karadžić, and he studied in Vienna, and so we have also this strange connection. And also this, there's one work of mine where you see this Kosovka devojka, also Uros studied in Vienna. And so we see in whatever that's the end anyway. So we would see in this work where we see this whatever copy of Uros Predic's work combined with an ad of an insurance company. It's also the combination of 2 languages. It's the language of a sort of a secondary myth, because nobody really knows what happened on the Kosovo border. Maybe nothing happened. Maybe just some people got drunk. That's all. Yeah. And what did Uros Predic in the year 1990 know about Kosovo? Nothing. Just shit. Yeah. So, but now, even about this stuff, yeah, it is very important still. And so I combine these different languages, but you have this topic of languages through the whole exhibition, and this I find very interesting.
Thank you, Johanna.